Hi everyone, it's so good to see you today. Why? Because we've come to Glastonbury. It's not for a bit of music, it's famous for two things, obviously the music festival, and it's got the award-winning fish and chip shop for 2024. In Glastonbury, where are we going? We're going to Knight's Fish and Chips Restaurant and Takeaway. Now I've got to say, for it to be award-winning, lots of these fish and chip shops are award-winning, but to be rated the #1, I've got to say it's got to go some, because I've had some very good fish and chips on this channel. I went up to Leeds and I went to Murgatroyds, and I've got to say that's up there. I went to Trenchers, I thought that was fantastic. I've had some not so good ones as well, but we won't mention them. Shh, don't say nothing. Looking forward to this one as always. Let's give it a go and let's not walk into anybody. Come on. So sitting in the beer garden, very nice out here. The sun's shining, it's beautiful. And I have to say, I like it. It's not over cramped. There's only 3 tables out here. They're very proud though of their award. If you take a look there, it says the National Fish and Chip Awards 2024 National Winner. So we're going to find out soon enough if it is or not the national winner. Starters, small plates, fish and... It's obviously got loads of fish and chips, hasn't it? So what am I going to order? I'm going to order their Knight's signature. It's house cod chips with homemade mushy peas, bread and butter, tartar sauce and a pot of tea. Pot of tea in this weather, only I could do that, couldn't I? That's £15.50. And then under the extras and sides, Knight's own homemade onion rings. I fancy them, £2.50. Homemade fish cake, another £2.50. I've never seen this on there before, or any fish and chip shop. Battered black pudding. You know I like my black pudding, so I've got to have the black pudding, haven't I? £2.50. Now, everything about it, oh, if you fancy some beer and ale, it's there. There is loads of gluten-free options on there as well. Soft drinks arranged there. But on the back here, oh, I need to come to that. On the back, oh, they've got a dessert menu. So I'm going to order their apple and blackberry crumble, a sweet succulent apple and blackberry on a crumbly base. Do you know, I'm going to have that with, some cream. That's £6.90. Picture of it looks very nice. But it says here, the history of Knight's Fish and Chips. So it details everything up to 2021. So I imagine the next line, 2024, is national winner. Well, I definitely would have put that in there. And again, in the beginning, it also says that as well. So they do offer catch of the day, fresh fish delivered daily from British ports. Now that's that's there. So again, what they're saying is they get their fresh fish every single day. So that's pretty good. Right, I shall see you when the award-winning fish and chips arrive. Let's hope it is award-winning, hey? I think I'm going to take a quick look out there. At the bottom of this page, we've got the national awards here. 2019, top 20, 2020, top 10, 2023, top 10, 2024, top 5, and obviously then it ended up winning the actual overall award. They've got another one, Fish and Chip Quality Award, 5 stars, Elite Food and Hygiene, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5. So yeah, they certainly win their awards here, don't they? So yeah. Right, once again, I shall see you when the fish and chips and everything else arrives. Magoo, you've done it again. I think I've definitely ordered way too much here. So here we go, my cod and chips. That's a really healthy portion of chips. Then the mushy peas, I like the colour to them. Tartar sauce and the cod. My first impression is I like all the flakes there. Not the biggest piece of cod, but it's all about the flavour as well. Then you look over here, the homemade fish cake. Then this is my interesting one, is the black pudding in batter. My onion rings, then I've got bread and butter. And I don't think there's enough curry sauce there. My good God, there's loads of curry sauce. Right, I'm definitely going to need a handle on this, and I also need to get myself a little bit organised. And yeah, let's yeah, gosh, I don't even know where to start. Right, let's move this over and let's get a little bit organised, Gary. So let's get that you there. Let's move that out of the way. That there. Right, let's start off here. Let's have the vinegar on first. That's a shout out to my mate Greeno because he does it the other way around. Some salt. And then let's try a chip. Let's start with the chip. Okay, I like the colour. It's a golden colour to the chips. Oh my. I like them. I like the crunch on the outside. Again, as you open them up, fluffy as anything. Oh yeah. I'm going to try that with some of this curry sauce. Excuse my fingers. I'm going to dip that in. Let's have a look at the consistency. That curry sauce is nice and thick. You can see the way it clings delightfully to the chip. That's nice curry sauce. It's quite fruity, tiny little kick. I do like that. That is, yeah. All's good so far. All's good in the hood. Cod. Let's put a little bit of lemon all over myself. Let's try and get some on the cod, Gary. Let's move that there. Let's drop the fingers. Let's get rid of the greenery for a second. Leave that there. And let's cut in. Let's just see. Oh yeah. Crispiness to that batter. Let's take a look at the cod itself. Let's try and get you to see. Oh, look at the flakes of the cod. It's skin off, just so you're aware. Let's cut that there. Let's dive that. So let's just dive in. That batter is amazing. It's crispy, it's not greasy. Look, you take a look here, it's just not, obviously there is grease there, but it's not grease everywhere and all the rest of it. So they've rested that, that's really nice. But what I really love is this cod. Look at the flakes in there. It's a real white sheen to the cod as well. Oh yeah, that is an excellent. As you look at it as portion-wise, as I said earlier on, it's not the biggest portion I've ever seen as on a plate fish and chips. And I go back to Murgatroyds, and that was big, and I mean Trenchers was just huge. But what that is, it's quality batter. It's cooked absolutely. I love the crunch. Can you hear that crunch? I love the crunch to it. I like the cod that's in there. So flavours and everything is all there. Now, mushy peas. Come on, please be nice. Please be good. Finally. Woohoo! I finally found mushy peas I really, really like. The peas being nicely ground down, not too much, so it's just, if you like, just liquid. You can take a quick close look there. You can see now there's a tiny, tiny bit of sweetness. But what you really taste there is the actual peas themselves. Now, I was going to add some vinegar. I'm not going to do that. And I'll tell you why, because the actual flavour of itself is so good, you just don't need it. Now let's try this tartar. Don't think that's homemade, but it has a nice flavour to it. Oh wow. As fish and chips go, I am massively impressed. And I do mean massively impressed. There's nothing there that I actually don't like. Is it blowing me away? It has actually. The batter is so crispy. and it's flavoursome and it's not greasy. So I really like that. I like the chips. I like the colour. I like the crunch. Everything about the chips, the mushy peas. I'm just so pleased about the mushy peas. As I said about the curry sauce as well. So there's nothing playing there. Now let's move everything around a little bit. Get organised here, Gary. Let's move it around a little bit. You guys move over there for me, please. Thank you. Because I am intrigued with this black pudding. Oh, sorry, making a bit of noise there. I'm intrigued by this. I've never seen black pudding in batter before, so just drop it everywhere. That is a nice healthy portion of black pudding. Let me just move that over because I don't want the tartar sauce on there. That was my mistake. So let's just try that with the batter. That actually works. That's weird. That really works. The black pudding is so soft and creamy, and then you've got the crunch of the batter. So does that work? That really works. Let's move on here again. Homemade fish cake. I'm going to have to change because I don't want to get everything over there. So let's grab another knife. Let's try this fish cake. So open it up, you see herbs in there, I imagine that's parsley. But let's see what the fundamental taste is. The batter on the outside is really crispy. I like that fish cake. Needs a little bit of help. You can take a look, it's a little bit dry. Or is it dry? I'm going to actually try it with some, I might be a little bit harsh on that. I'm going to try it there with some tartar. No, I'm being harsh. Silly. But the tartar really helps it through as well. I like that. I like that because the two elements work together brilliantly. I like them. Now, onto my onion rings. Apple onion rings, homemade. It's £2.50. You know, that's what, five onion rings. Obviously, I'm going to start with the smallest one at the top. I'm just going to pull that apart slightly so you can see. It's the batter. The batter is so good. There's 3 times I've said it now. That's on the onion rings, that's on the fish, on the cod, and on that black pudding. That batter is excellent. The onion is really sweet. So again, together, I really like that. I'm going to have that with a bit of curry sauce, dip that in there, get it all over. I have to tell you, that banner's in my face all the time. National Fish and Chip Awards, and how many fish and chip shops do you go to? Award winning, awards here. They've got an award there. I've got an award here. Obviously, that was there, and I was thinking, all right, is that justified? That's justified. That is very, very good fish and chip. Everything. There's every aspect of it. I don't want this to go cold. I've got some bread and butter there, so I'll dive into that in a second. I'm going to sort my tea out as well. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm very happy. I'm not happy how much I've got to eat here, so I definitely need some help. But wow. Very good. Back to the fish and chips. Oh no, yes, no black pudding. Back to the black pudding. See you guys shortly. Here we have the apple and blackberry pudding. Oh, I've got to tell you, I'm full up. That was a lot of food. We both ploughed through it. A lot of food. I'm not convinced I should have got a dessert here, but here we go. So I've got the cream. Let's do that. Oh yes. Let's not get greedy. Think of the figure. Blimey, that wobbled a bit. It's apple and blackberry. Take a look at that. Not a lot of crumble in there, is there? That pudding's nice and hot. Well, it is. That crumble underneath, that is really sweet. And it is actually crumbling. Yeah, you can see it crumbling away. What I like is the apples and then the blackberries. It's a real contrast in sweetness there. So normally it's the apple can be a little bit sour, but it's not. The apple's sweet and then the blackberries dampen it down. But wow, wow, wow. I had a choice there. I could have had custard, could have had ice cream or cream. I went for the cream. What would you go for? Hot day like this, it should have been ice cream really, shouldn't it? But I still like the cream. I think that's a good choice. What is a good choice is that dessert. That is very sweet, but it's a good sweetness. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut that in half, get a bit of help, and then crack on. Nice cup of tea as well. Okay. What I'm going to do, as I say, I'm going to finish up, then I'm going to get the bill. The one thing that's a little bit strange here, opens at 12, then closes at 1:30. Yeah, I mean, it's gone 1:30. They don't rush you out, but I just thought it would have been wiser to open a little bit later. Their decision, no issue. What do I think of Knights? Is it the best? Do you know what? It was very good. I have to say, award-winning, well-deserved. Was it the best I've had on the channel? That's the question mark. Take a look at the fish and chips, and I'm going to run through it as we go along. So the fish and chips, that came with the pot of tea, bread and butter, the mushy peas and that tartar sauce, £15.50. That, okay, was good, really good value. But the thing that stole the show there was the batter. The only tiny disappointment, and I'd love to hear your comments on this. Am I being picky? Because I thought that piece of cod just needed to be a tiny bit bigger, but the quality of the cod was all up there. The mushy peas, the best I've had on the channel. Whoa! At long last, I've had mushy peas that I really enjoyed. Got to bear in mind that we're eating in, so if you get it takeaway, it's even cheaper. And I've got to say, as we were there, loads of people are coming in for a takeaway, which is really understandable. Then, 5 onion rings, £2.50. Love the crunch of them onion rings, the sweetness of the onions, and yeah, what can you say? £2.50. That's mad value. Really like the fish cake, excellent. I thought the black pudding with the batter, oh come on, that was genius, genius. You're all going to say, well, we've had that for years and years. I've never had it before. But again, £2.50. Then on to the the curry sauce. How big was that curry sauce? That was a boat. That wasn't like just a tiny, huge portion. £1.70 for all that curry sauce. Then the apple crumble, I like that. The sweetness of the crumble. The aeroplane flying over, hello. You've got the sweetness of the apple and then the currants as well. Oh, come on, that was excellent. £6.90. And yeah, I had some tap water. Zero service charge as well. So what did it come to? It came to £31.60. 31, there's a huge amount of food there, wasn't there? I mean, there was opulence amounts, both of us shared that. What marks am I going to give it? Is it as good as Murgatroyds? Is it as good as Trenchers? Do you know what, it wasn't far away, but it didn't quite hit that. But it was like that much away. Them two have held the bar right up there. I'm going to give it a 9.5 out of 10. That's how good it was. 9.5 out of 10. Got to say, if you're in Glastonbury, anywhere near here, definitely pop in. Go into Knights and definitely give it a try, because it was a huge amount of quality. And reasonably priced, I think, as well. If you like and subscribe to the channel, you know I always appreciate that. And until next time, have I got a tan yet? See you later. Bye-bye.